from housing to the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development. This time, in a bid to improve the water transportation system and safety on our waterways, the Lagos State Government has awarded the construction of 13 new jetties and terminals across the state. The Commissioner for Waterfront Infrastructure Development, Ekundayo Alebioshu, made this known at the ongoing 2024 Ministerial Press Briefing to give a scorecard of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's 1 year in office.
Rapid development and protection of the Lagos State waterfront is part of the responsibility of the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development, led by Mr. Ekundayo Alebioshu, the commissioner in charge of the ministry. Creating a better environment for economic development and preservation of the ecosystem for recreation, tourism, commerce and housing is a major priority for the ministry. The commissioner has been working tirelessly since he assumed office last year to achieve the desired objective for the state.
I think I just
The Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development is not left out in the 2024 ministerial briefing, and Mr. Alebioshu is here in Alausa, Ikeja, to give an account of the ministry in the last 1 year, particularly in the areas of land reclamation and the construction of 13 new jetties and terminals across the state.
To complement existing jetties and create more avenues for waterfront water transportation, construction of 13 new jetties are currently ongoing, while some are at advanced stages of completion. This is in addition to the 7 jetties and terminals commissioned and handed over to LASWA for management as at last year. To enhance water transportation and complement the existing ferry routes, the ministry during the period under review embarked on the channelization of 6.8 kilometers from Ikorodu to Mende. The channel was identified by LASWA in conjunction with Lag Ferry during the period under review. Completion of jetty terminals at VIP Chalet waterfront in Badagry, which was completed 100%, and it was awarded in November of 2022. We have the completion of jetty terminal at Ilado waterfront Amuwo Odofin at 100% completion. We have the construction of jetty with waiting shelter and shoreline protection at Takwa Bay, which currently stands at 93% completion stage. We also have a concession agreement between Lagos State Government and Orange Island Development Company for the reclamation of 180 hectares of land from their Lagos Lagoon. This is located at the end of Freedom Way and north of Lekki Foreshore in Etiosa, LGA. The ratio is 50% to the proponent and 50% to the state of the reclaimed land, which was agreed upon, meaning 75 hectares comes to Lagos State and 75 hectares goes to Orange Island Development Company. The reclamation work was completed during the immediate past administration, while the provision of infrastructure is ongoing. We have the Gracefield Island, which is located at the end of Chevron Drive, Lekki Phase 1. We have a concession agreement which was executed between Gravitas Investment Limited and Lagos State Government for the reclamation of 100 hectares of land for the development of an island for residential, commercial, and recreational uses. The sharing ratio for the 100 hectares is 50% to the proponent and 50% to the states. Reclamation work currently stands at 60% completion, with relevant infrastructure provisions ongoing.
He also speaks on the Eco Atlantic City project, which is at 70% completion stage.
The ministry began the bathymetric survey of Lagos Lagoon, rivers and creeks during the period under review. The ministry also commenced the development of drones to capture the boundaries and adjoining details of all her waterfront schemes and PPA schemes to produce images of and for geospatial information. The schemes already captured include Eco Atlantic City, Amowo Odofin Waterfront Scheme, and Okunwaja Waterfront Scheme. During the period under review, the ministry has embarked on surveillance, monitoring, and enforcement of the Lagos State's waterfront. Illegal reclamation works, shoreline extensions, unsafe and non-conforming developments were sanctioned during the period under review, while stop work orders were issued, with 6 arrests made and perpetrators handed over for prosecution according to the extant laws.
The State Chairman House Committee on Waterfront Infrastructure Development, Bolan Yishao, who was also in attendance, emphasizes that Governor Sanwo-Olu has the authority over any land and cannot be questioned by anyone with regards to what he does with land in the state.
Waterfront infrastructure development is a very critical ministry in Lagos State and is finding its feet as we see it. I say that with all sense of responsibility. As you know, Lagos State, 25% of Lagos State is water. So it's a very critical ministry, and I'm happy that you have someone like you saddled with the responsibility of driving that ministry. Finally, I would like to touch on an issue. Somebody mentioned, and there was a question with respect to the Supreme Court judgment. The Commissioner has answered that. It's clear. Also, I would like to mention the fact that the Governor of Lagos State is saddled with the responsibility of management of land in Lagos State, as stated in the Land Use Act. There is no ambiguity of it. The Land Use Act is a constitutional act. So if you look at the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you will find the Land Use Act in it. And provision in that constitution, in this constitution, our constitution, states that to amend the Land Use Act, just like the Police Act and a couple of other acts, you need to go through the whole gamut of amending the Constitution via Section 9 of the Constitution. So no act or law can take those powers from governors of state. So wherever you see any agency of any government challenging the governor of a state or a state with respect to land, I'm speaking about land, then they must check themselves and retrace their step to that extent, because governors are in charge of land and they operate through state ministries.
The Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development says the status of Lagos has improved tremendously in the year under review and will continue to push further to become Africa's model city that is safe and secure.